The evening began with golden light sliding through draped curtains, covering our kitchen like soft honey. I stood near polished counters, swirling crimson wine, rehearsing little phrases only my secret would ever deserve. My husband, Marcus, watched television in the other room, laughter echoing faintly. My pulse quickened because tonight I anticipated an encounter impossible to resist. I had promised fidelity when we married 5 years earlier. Still, temptation whispered louder than vows after Ethan entered my life. He was a colleague, daring, magnetic, radiating forbidden charm. Whenever our hands brushed over conference notes, fire streaked through veins I thought had grown numb from routine. That afternoon Ethan's message appeared. Meet me tonight. Same place. Desire erased hesitation. I nodded at nothing, already planning excuses. As Marcus asked about dinner, I kissed his cheek, hiding guilt beneath practiced smiles. He remained unsuspecting, content with simple gestures. Driving downtown, headlights illuminated pathways toward betrayal. I repeated internally, just once more, though I already knew repetition made lies easier. My ring pressed against steering wheel leather, a cold reminder of promises broken. Yet my body thrilled with anticipation. When I reached Ethan's apartment, he opened the door shirtless, grin mischievous. His warmth enveloped me instantly. We collided breathlessly, tongues tangled, moans suppressed against strong shoulders. Every sensation drowned out conscience. I forgot loyalty, forgot honesty, forgot everything except hunger. In those stolen minutes, nothing existed except us. But Marcus's voice, faintly remembered, would return later. Afterwards, I lingered inside Ethan's embrace, every nerve humming with reckless satisfaction. Shadows painted his chest while my lipstick smudged across his collarbone. He whispered promises, careless yet intoxicating. You deserve passion every night. I wanted to believe him, though reality tugged like a chain around my ankle. Leaving felt impossible. Still, guilt crept slowly, reminding me that home awaited, along with Marcus's steady devotion. I dressed quickly, adjusting skirt, smoothing hair, attempting to erase evidence. Ethan teased, stealing another kiss, gripping my waist until I gasped. I broke free only because dawn threatened. Driving back through silent streets, my reflection glared accusingly from rearview mirrors. My lips were swollen, cheeks flushed. I rehearsed explanations. Traffic, errands, deadlines. Each lie built heavier weight upon conscience, yet lust remained stronger than remorse. Marcus greeted me warmly, unaware. He offered coffee, touched my shoulder tenderly. His eyes carried admiration I no longer deserve. My chest constricted, yet I smiled. Conversation about groceries, chores, weekend plans flowed easily. Beneath tablecloth, my legs trembled from remembered contact with another man. Later that night, as we lay together, Marcus traced circles on my skin. His affection burned differently, gentle, sincere, patient. I compared it against Ethan's wildfire. Contrasts sharpened my ache. I wanted both, the safe harbor of marriage and the storm of desire. And then, while drifting toward sleep, Marcus whispered, "I love you endlessly." My heart fractured because my mouth answered mechanically, while my mind pictured Ethan's hands gripping me hours earlier. Weeks passed. My double life became routine, deceit carefully folded into everyday gestures. Marcus remained trusting, unaware that his wife turned meetings into excuses, lunches into liaisons. With Ethan, I discovered uncharted parts of myself, urgent, daring, alive. With Marcus, I embodied responsibility, domesticity, reliability. I thought I could balance both without consequences. One Friday, Marcus surprised me with tickets to Paris. He wanted adventure, romance, renewal. His excitement glimmered, and for a moment my chest warmed genuinely. Then dread struck. How would I explain absence to Ethan? How could I sever that electric tether, even temporarily? The next day, Ethan demanded my attention. "You're mine," he growled, pinning me against his desk. His possession thrilled me. I surrendered willingly, intoxicated by dominance. But beneath the pleasure, panic brewed. Boundaries blurred dangerously. He no longer resembled fleeting distraction. He became obsession. Returning home that evening, Marcus waited with candles flickering across our dining table. A carefully cooked meal awaited, every detail chosen with love. I smiled, though tears nearly spilled. My heart pulled violently between two men, two worlds, two versions of myself. After dinner, Marcus leaned close, whispering gratitude for simply existing beside him. Guilt stung sharper than ever. I excused myself, locking bathroom door, gripping sink edge while cold water splashed my burning face. Reflected eyes revealed someone unrecognizable. I whispered confessions silently, unheard, as if rehearsing for an audience that might never arrive. But destiny arranged otherwise. It happened on a humid Tuesday. I was careless. My phone vibrated during dinner, Ethan's name flashing bright. Marcus's gaze lingered too long. Suspicion clouded his expression. I snatched device quickly, muttering excuses about work. His silence spoke volumes. Later, in our bedroom, tension hung heavy. I attempted light conversation, but Marcus remained distant. When sleep finally claimed him, I slipped quietly into hallway, dialing Ethan. My voice softened, whispering phrases meant only for him. I crave you constantly, I need your body tonight. Every syllable carried hunger, urgency. Unbeknownst to me, Marcus stirred. He had followed silently, listening outside the door. My confession reached his ears like shattered glass. When I turned, phone still pressed against cheek, his face stood there, ashen, devastated, trembling. Words failed me. Ethan's voice kept speaking, asking when I'd arrive, but I dropped device instantly. Silence stretched unbearably. Marcus's breath grew ragged, chest rising violently. I stepped toward him, pleading eyes begging forgiveness already. He lifted his hand, stopping me, eyes brimming with betrayal deeper than any wound. He whispered hoarsely, I heard everything. Those 3 words sliced through me sharper than knives. My knees weakened. Tears spilled uncontrollably. He left without further accusation, retreating into darkness while my body collapsed against wall. For the first time, desire dissolved, replaced entirely by despair. The following days blurred. Marcus avoided me completely, speaking only when necessary. His silence burned worse than shouted rage. I longed for confrontation, apology, reconciliation, anything besides cold absence. Meanwhile, Ethan pressed harder. He wanted me fully, urging separation, promising ecstasy without guilt. His confidence seduced, but my heart ached for Marcus. My marriage mattered, despite reckless betrayals. Yet every attempt to reach Marcus ended with closed doors, unanswered calls, empty bed. One evening I cornered him in kitchen, voice shaking. Please, let me explain. He looked at me, eyes hollow, pain carved deeply. Explain what? That my wife belongs to another man. His words crushed me. I tried describing loneliness, desire, mistakes, yet nothing softened his expression. He turned away, whispering, I don't recognize you anymore. I sought Ethan afterward, desperate for comfort. He welcomed me eagerly, arms wrapping tightly. His heat dulled my grief temporarily. But when morning arrived, clarity struck. Passion alone couldn't heal betrayal. Ethan wanted possession, not partnership. Marcus offered devotion, history, stability. My choices had destroyed both. Standing between them, I realized truth. I desired Marcus's love, but craved Ethan's lust. That contradiction defined me, tearing apart everything sacred. When Marcus finally confronted me again, his voice quivered but carried resolve. Decide, or I'll decide for you. The ultimatum haunted every breath. My mind warred relentlessly, replaying moments of tenderness with Marcus against nights of fire with Ethan. Love versus desire, stability versus chaos. I wandered streets alone, searching for clarity, but answers refused to surface. Eventually I returned home, finding Marcus packing suitcases. Panic surged. Don't leave, I cried, grabbing his arm. He froze, staring at me with exhausted sorrow. You've already left, he whispered. I collapsed beside him, begging forgiveness, confessing everything fully. Words tumbled uncontrolled, my weakness, my hunger, my selfishness. He listened silently, tears glistening, until I finished. Then he said quietly, I can forgive mistakes, but not choices repeated. That night, Marcus slept elsewhere. I lay awake, consumed by memories. Ethan's touch, Marcus's smile, our wedding vows, stolen kisses, all swirled like storms inside me. The man I betrayed and the man I desired both haunted me. Days later, Ethan called again. I ignored. Something inside me shifted. His fire no longer felt liberating, it felt destructive. My heart, however shattered, belonged still to Marcus. Whether he accepted me again remained uncertain, but my decision finally crystallized. I stood before our doorway, waiting as Marcus returned. He glanced at me cautiously. Have you chosen? He asked. My voice trembled yet steady. I choose you. Only you. Whether redemption awaited or separation remained inevitable, I finally faced truth. Betrayal carries consequences no passion can erase.